There are things we cannot pass to the next generation. Unfortunately, some persons did not accumulate anything to pass on to the next generation. Is it their fault? Yes. Did they try? Yes. Did they follow the right steps? Maybe no. Did they want to pass good things to their children? Yes. But did they accumulate good things? No. Now the question is, why did they not accumulate things to pass to the next generation, which is their children? This is the reason, or part of the reason. This is because they have built their life on scheming and scamming others for a living. They have what they can give to these children, but they don't feel good to want to give it to the children because they knew that what they have been doing is wrong. So they feel a sense of weakness or emptiness to know that that thing is actually wrong and still pass it down to their children. So they have nothing to pass on to the next generation. That is why I'm urging every one of us to build our foundation on a very solid ground, not on a sandy ground. The people that have built their foundation on a sandy ground are the ones that have used scheme to make unuseful wealth. Because the day they stop playing that gamble or doing anything that is scheming, the money will cease. And if it ceases, what then can they pass to the next generation? I want to use this medium to advise every one of us to make sure we are building on a very solid foundation, on a rocky ground that can stand the test of time and not a sandy ground. A sandy ground can be built in few weeks or few months. But a rocky foundation can even take you a decade, 2 or more decades to build one solid foundation. But should I tell you the difference? A sandy foundation can scatter in a split of seconds. It cannot be transferred to the next generation because there's no foundation there. But a rocky foundation is transgenerational blessings. It takes a lot to build that kind of solid foundation. That is how it takes a whole lot of power to trying to pull down that kind of foundation, but you can't. Because it was built on a very solid foundation. So how then can it be pulled down? But scheming and scamming others is a sounding foundation that can never be transferable. Think about it. Please, I'm trying to pass a message here. It's very deep. But the people that know, they know. If you're putting in the work, you will know the difference between a sandy foundation and a solid concrete foundation. You don't even allow people to finish their talk and you already know where they're driving at or going to. You don't have that time. Just end it and move on with building that chronic, that solid foundation and not sandy foundation. Sandy foundation is only for the now, but solid concrete foundation is futuristic and for the next generation. Mind you, you can't transfer onto the next generation lies, manipulations, scheming others, scamming others, and every form of negativity to the next generation. You can't. Even if you want to, your conscience will not allow you. Because for you to be scheming others, lying and manipulating others, it takes the grace of God for your conscience to still be aligned. But It's not too late. There's always a room for change. That is why I'm bringing this message to you. If you actually want to start planning on what you want to transfer to the next generation, is enough reason for you to stop scheming, lying, and manipulating others, so that you can start accumulating and acquiring wealth that you can transfer to your children and your children to their own children. Is it not worth doing? Think about it. Please think about it. I want to plead with you to reflect on this secretly. Can I be proud to pass this on to my children? If you can reflect and think about this secretly, you make the right decision. I want you to know that people can change positively because of you. Just because you are existing can change someone's life. Yes, you can. Yes, it is possible. Take the path of positive change and not the path of scheming others. And when you take that path of positive change, that time you can now pass good things onto the next generation. That is the lot. I remain your ambassador, Belema. Yes, mama. That African girl with the divine ultimate mandate.